Wait, did I ban Kled instead of Riven? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Riven's unbanned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Twitch it. Uh-oh. Oh, there's Riven. Literally the first game, I haven't banned Riven in, like, what, 2 months? Instant Riven. Okay, so I'm gonna dodge and order food. Now, guys, have you seen Riven's stats? They're actual, I would actually say Riven in her current state has finally entered the ranks of most broken, or one of the most broken champions of all time. Look at her win rate and pick rate, worldwide Masters Plus. Worldwide Masters Plus. Look at these fucking stats. That's insane. No, not 55% win rate, Twitch chat. That would make her god tier. No, she only has 58, sorry, 58 point, no, say 54, there we go, 54.81%. There we go. 9 times the try. That's why I picked Kled, is I didn't want to have to fight him. Sometimes champions get so broken that I just can't deal with them. Like I just don't want to fight them. Mord was like that, and now it's Kled. I just don't want to fight those champions. What are some changes that can be done to Riven to make her more balanced? So what they could do is undo every single fucking buff they've done to that champion. Have you guys ever actually looked at Riven's patches? Like, look at her fucking patch notes. They're like, yeah, we're gonna reduce the cooldown of her ultimate. Yeah, we're gonna give her more health regen. She was struggling in the laning phase. Yeah, we're gonna give her more damage in her Q. She was struggling in the laning phase. Yeah, we're gonna look at this. Like, they snuck in a fucking Riven buff in the patch 8 preseason. Look at this shit. They snuck in a fucking Riven buff in the patch. Like, that's how fucking desperate these assholes are to buff Riven. When no one was looking, because they were just doing base stat adjustments for the preseason, like, there's like a Riven player jerking their dick off real fucking hard at Riot HQ, just like, get a Riven buff in here, and no one will notice, I didn't even notice this one. What else she got? It's when they buffed her ult by 60 damage at rank 1, 120 damage at rank 3. Just fuck it. Yeah, why not? When they buffed her passive early game because she had a weak laning phase, apparently. When they buffed her health regen the other time. Is when they actually nerfed her ult cooldown, to which they just then returned it. And this was when they did the massive nerf of 5 movement speed. Seriously, I did not even notice that buff to Riven's passive during the preseason of season 8. Didn't even notice it. There are other champs way more OP than Riven. Irelia, Yasuo, and even Aatrox is completely arguable. IMHO. Okay, just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna go down and we're gonna look at gold. I'm assuming you're in gold, right? Now, when we look at gold, and let's look at top lane, Riven still has a 49% win rate compared to Aatrox's 48%. So even if we exclude extreme high ELO, Riven is outperforming Aatrox in gold. So far as Aurelia, well, once again, here's Aurelia at 45%. Now, I'll give you the benefit of a doubt. Aurelia tends to perform poorly in solo queue. But over here, we have Yasuo. I'll be lenient. I'll say 48%. So even if we look at gold rank, Riven outperforms all 3 of those champions. Now, if we merely go to Platinum Plus, we see Riven's win rate has already jumped to 51%, whereas Aatrox is still down at 49%. It's interesting. So if we look at Diamond Plus, though, we can see that Riven is now the highest picked champion with a, well, let's say 53% win rate, compared to Aatrox's still 49% win rate. Let's go try to find Yasuo with 46%. That's interesting. Then if we go to Masters Plus, we see Riven once again 54.83% with the highest pick rate. Aatrox finally gets a 50% win rate, but apparently, according to you, Aatrox is more broken than Riven. So let's go ahead and find that Yasuo down there at 47%. So let's just humor myself and go to Challenger. We can now see that Riven's win rate is 57%, 5th highest pick rate, whereas Aatrox goes down to 46%. Aatrox also has a win rate of 11% if he's fighting Fiora, whereas okay, I'm not gonna count Garen. Do any of these matchups have more than like 2 or 3? Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Riven is pretty balanced compared to that Aatrox fellow. Aatrox is so broken. Why does Aurelia have a low win rate? People in solo queue don't understand how to play Aurelia. It's really weird. I think it's a combination of teams don't know how to use Aurelia to win. It's like your teammates don't know how to use Aurelia to win. Check League of Graphs. Here's the problem. A lot of websites correlate data in a very deceptive way. So for example, op.gg says, aha, we combine all our stats. So here's the problem. Let's say I wanted to look at win rate in the past 7 days, okay? Now, the problem you'd be seeing here is that it's not telling us what region we're in. We can't sort by patch or anything, in fact. And you can see here that if we go Grandmaster, in fact, let's only go Master, we can see Riven has a 55% win rate. A 55% win rate despite maintaining an above average pick rate. So wouldn't that make this champion incredibly broken? But the problem is when you go to their champion stats, all of a sudden you see, how does Riven only have a 51% win rate? In both Grandmaster and Master Plus, Riven is a higher win rate. Well, because what this website doesn't tell you, it only pulls Korea stats and pulls it for Platinum Plus. The other thing this website doesn't tell you is that the creators are incredibly fucking biased and, in my opinion, deceptively put certain champions down the rankings. So, for example, you can see Riven has a 51.99% pick rate. Or sorry, win rate. Her pick rate isn't even that far below Aatrox. Now, why is Aatrox the second highest champion, whereas Riven is the fourth highest? Is it that small pick rate difference? It's because they use stats like ban rate, and they use really rigged stats that give you the wrong idea, while only being Korea and only being Platinum Plus. Not even Diamond Plus, Platinum Plus. So you can see League of Graphs has Riven at a 51% win rate, which, as we saw off u.gg, very likely means that this website is at best pulling Platinum Plus. So once again, they're showing you the best champions in the game off Platinum Plus, not even Diamond Plus. It says Platinum Plus? Okay, so let's go Masters Plus. And when we go Masters Plus, suddenly, Twitch chat, we see a ridiculous fucking shoop-de-whoop. But this website, too, it doesn't even have tier listing or anything. We're just comparing off straight win rate or straight popularity. So even this website, though, once we go Masters Plus, this website is still showing us she's the 25th highest picked champion with a 56% win rate at Masters Plus. So they don't have any tiering here. They don't really seem to have anything relevant. So once we go to Masters Plus only, though, we see Riven. Look, okay, these fucking, this is such a shit website. Like, it's so hard to tell. Like, what are these? Why even have these colors? They suck. Anyway, once we go to Masters Plus in all regions, we can see that even this website agrees. Riven is fucking disturbing, with 55.8% win rate. What makes u.gg better than League of Graphs? U.gg tends to have information that I notice more. It's counting normals and ranks. Like, you know, you see what I mean? Like, this website just blows. These stats, they mean nothing. But let's look at it anyway. So even once we look at these stats, right? And you look at the win rate, do you not see here that a 55.8% is still way the fuck out of line? Like, in order to get to a similar level of win rate, you would need to go way the fuck down to a champion with 1.9% pick rate. I guess you go to Olaf with 2.1%. Let's go top. Okay, so we go tier list. Chick Galio? Mid. Oh, he does show up. 46% with a 0.3% play rate. See, check Mobalytics. See, the problem I have with you guys is you're coming to all these different websites. I mean, really though, like, this is 9.14, really? 9.14? In 9.14, you're putting Yorick, Mord, and Urgot, and Garen into God tier. Here's high ELO tier list. By the way, so, when all you guys were saying, the Kali's not broken, she's just annoying. Yeah. What I would assume is that these are drawing win rate. Here's a problem I have with a lot of these websites. They'll list champions like Vladimir is hard. They'll list champions like Camille is severe. They'll list champions like Gangplank and Jace is severe. They'll put them in the same fucking tier as a champion like Aatrox, right? Fiora, Gnar, Rengar, really? These are severe. So like, Olaf top is easy, just to be clear. But Rengar top, severe. Gnar, Fiora, severe. The problem is a lot of these champions you're listing in severe aren't actually high skill. They just have a trick or something you need to learn that isn't hard to do, that is literally just about learning the trick. Let me go through them. For Akali, it's learning to Q back. So like you press Q, then you buffer a back command to get you the speed buff, then you just walk forward again. That's literally it. For Riven, it just comes down to realizing that the champion kit is archaic and dated as shit. But once you deal with that stupidity, you're good to go. Rumble in hard literally just comes down to using your ult properly. Last hitting with your E and using your ult properly. Gangplank comes down to just placing a barrel. Camille, it comes down to learning the timings on your Q, learning the timings on your WE, and learning that your E doesn't actually have to shoot at the wall, but rather you can shoot it next to the wall to get more range. Jace literally just comes down to learning that you can auto attack during your E animation. So like you can Q gap closer auto. So like you Q gap closer with your W up, right? So Q gap closer does auto. Then you wait a split second, E, right click them after the E, you'll do an auto attack after you knock them away. Now compare that to like Aatrox. Do any of these tricks sound similar? What do you have to learn on Aatrox? Oh, hit every skill shot and also move your character, which moves your Q. You know, it's like, it's a little bit more intense, isn't it? Fiora, just kind of learn really when to parry. I guess you can also learn ult timings. I don't know. Gnar, you're telling me Gnar is severe. Honest to God, Gnar is one of the champions I've played. When I play him, I often go, oh shit, I fucked up. And then I win the fight anyway. I remember one time in particular, I jumped in against a Riven, was like, oh shit, I fucked up. Because like, I used my E forward, right? But my intent was to like continue to kite, but I'd missed my Q. So she didn't get slowed, she didn't get damaged, and I was like, oh, I fucked up. And I was just like, oh, I guess I died, because like I just gap closed into a Riven, missed my main nuke, didn't even slow her so I could continue to back off, you know? So I just, you know, autoed backed off, got my ult, ulted her into the wall, auto Q, W, auto, and she was dead. Main Aatrox and Riven feels harder to master. Riven is so fucking annoying to play. It's not that she's hard, it's just, it's tedious and annoying. Well, that's what I'm saying. On Jax, there's actually no trick you have to learn on Jax. Like, to be blunt, playing Jax is about playing Jax good. There's not a trick. There's no like on Camille, you need to learn your Q timing and you need to learn to E the wall, but not actually hit the wall, hit next to the wall to get more range, you know, stuff like that. So there is actually a trick, a base skill to Camille. On Jax, it just comes down to playing Jax well. Like at mid, oh, well, we all fucking knew buffing Akali was going to put her to broken tier. That's not a big shocker. That's just like expect. I would say the champions that are more difficult are champions that even when you master them, you're still making decisions after you've mastered them, even in gameplay. My blood was not playing along today.